Hello, how you all doing? Mike Bradley, hope you're doing well as always. Yes, I have a bloody cold. Why, God? Why? Standard affair with me, you know. I've been quite busy, and then I've been recording my EP, and the engineer, he's been busy as well, so we've been finding it hard getting our dates. Finally got a date locked in for Monday, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days time. I woke up yesterday with phlegm everywhere. What you gonna do? You know, it's just someone up there is like, let's just make life a bit harder for Mike. Let's just make it harder. But even though I'm not feeling great, I didn't want to let people down. I still want to do my YouTube videos. So, a little while ago, someone was called Brando G. Hello, Brando. And they asked me to get involved in the guitarist tag. And I was like, yo, man, what's that? Apparently he said it's getting popular between the Spanish-speaking musicians. I'm not Spanish, though sometimes people think I am, but I thought, why not? So he has sent me 16 questions, and then I'm to tag another guitar player, which I will do at the end of the video, and then they can do it, and etc, etc. So I need to string my guitar, because I've got a couple of gigs coming up tomorrow and Saturday, so I thought an excuse to get this bad boy on camera. So I thought, as I'm stringing this up, I will answer the questions from the tag, and you can get to know me a little bit more. Because I'm sure it's been on your burning questions, like you wake up middle of the night sweating. I want to know more about Mike Bradley. That's obviously what you're thinking about all the time, you know. And if it's not, then something's obviously wrong with you, you know. But, oh man, I want some drugs. Anyway, so let's start. So the first question is, at what age did you start playing the guitar? I started playing the guitar at the age of 12 years old. Well, that's when I officially got my first guitar. I got interested in it when I was about, 9, 10. Some guys who were a few years older than me down my road, they started a band, and I wanted to get involved, and from there it kind of led me into playing the guitar. I initially wanted to play drums, but my mum was like, it'd be too loud. You can have something like the guitar. So yeah, my 12th birthday I got an electric guitar, and I've been making noise ever since. Number 2, why did you decide to play the guitar? Well, I kind of just answered it really, didn't I? But yeah, I started playing the guitar because, I'll go into a bit more story if you will. Some guys down the road with me when I was like 8, 9 years old, the people I hanged out with were 14, 15 years old, which is not really heard about now. And Nirvana was really big at the time. Kurt Cobain had been dead for about a year or so, and they started a band. I wanted to get involved in the band, and they kind of gave me a bass guitar, like a half-size bass guitar, which is about the same size as a standard guitar really. And then, you know, I just started mucking around with that, bum 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 bum, that was my little part. And that I just really wanted to play drums. I remember saying to my mum eventually, oh, can I have drum kit? And she said, nah, be too loud, be too loud. So yeah, the guitar was really a second choice really, but I remember going nuts about it with Back to the Future, you know, ironically holding this guitar. But so I guess I always had a little thing for the guitar, and I remember I would put on little concerts in my bedroom and charge my mum, dad and my brother like 10p to come in. My brother had a toy Argos guitar, like a catalogue guitar, and I would just fart around with that. And then for my 12th birthday I got my guitar, so and really got into it when I was about 13. That's when I started practicing a lot more. What was the first song you learned to play? The first song I learned to play, well, melody-wise, was Frère Jacques. That was the first song I learned to play, really. But to sound a bit cooler, the first song regarding chords was About a Girl by Nirvana. What was the most recent song you learned? The most recent song I learned, well, it's Christmas time coming up, so I've got a lot of function gigs happening. So I'm always having to learn new songs for that. So it was a Motown song, I think. I don't know, what's that? Oh, bloody hell, what's that song? Just remembered, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Ain't no mountain high enough. That was probably the most recent song I think I learned. Number 5, how did you learn to play guitar? Well, I'm still learning to play the guitar, to be honest with you. But, you know, beginning wise, I had a guitar teacher. I've spoken about him before. His name is Alan Pinches. This guitar I'm holding is kind of in memory of him a little bit. This is Alan McFly, I call it, because I'm a big Back to the Future fan, and Alan, he had a 335, and that's my very strong memory of him having a 335. But he was a lovely guy. Unfortunately, he's passed away now. But I learned from him. He was very old school. He was a jazz guitarist. I did learn pentatonics for the first 2 years of playing guitar. It was major scales and sight reading, you know. So it's amazing that I stuck with it, really thinking about it. But then I started getting guitar magazines and things like that, and got into that as well. So, but yeah, that's how I learned to play guitar, from Alan, and then from magazines and listening to music. And then I went to the ACM, which you can see right there, my certificate, which is on the wall. And then I left there when I was 17, and then I've just been learning everything I can ever since. Number 6, what is the most difficult song with my bunged up nose you have ever learned to play on the guitar? Man, one what comes to mind is probably the Lady Madonna, the Chet Atkins version I did, where you're doing the rhythm and the melody line and the rhythm and the chords all at the same time. I'll put a link up there if you haven't seen it. That was quite tricky. Still is tricky to play, you know, but I've spent hours and hours kind of practicing in it and doing it. So yeah, let's go with that. Number 7, who is your guitar idol? My guitar idol? God, I've got a few favourite guitarists, you know. So again, regular viewers might know this, you know, when I was younger, Richie Sambora was my man. Was a massive Richie Sambora fan, still am, you know. It's a shame what's kind of happening to him at the moment. He's obviously got a little bit of a drinking problem, I think. But I remember getting An Evening with Bon Jovi. It was on the round when Keep the Faith came out. I remember getting that, and I was like, whoa, what is that? I'd been playing for like 2 years and thought Noel Gallagher was like the best guitar player going. So I kind of went through stages. So Richie Sambora played a big impact in my early playing. And then seeing Stevie Ray Vaughan for the first time, the infamous Live at El Macambo DVD video, seeing that, I was like, oh good God, what is that? Who is that? So yeah, that blew my mind. And then Richie Kotzen as well, later on when I was kind of 19, 20, something like that. He really kind of changed my playing, you know, listening to him, and I really got into Kotzen. So Sambora, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Richie Kotzen, and then as I've got older, Robin Ford, I really like him, and Michael Landau. They're probably my new current favourites, and a guy called JD Simo, who I saw last night, who was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so I don't really have one specifically. I know probably people were shouting out Clapton as well, and Hendrix. Yeah, I got into Hendrix a bit later on. Always preferred his rhythm playing, I remember, but now I appreciate his lead as well. But yeah, I'd say Richie Kotzen, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and yeah, Robin Ford. They're big inspiration. If I can be like a smorgasbord, and Guthrie Govan, because I remember seeing him when I was 13. Like, oh, if I can be like those guys, take a bit out of all of them, then I'll be a very happy man. Number 8, what was your first guitar? My first guitar was a classical guitar, which is in my guitar tour video I've spoken about, and it was a Hohner, a full-size classical guitar. I think my old man got it for 60 quid, I think. 60 pounds, if you don't understand what quid means, English slang. But yeah, still got it. It's currently at my mum's house. Every time I pop back and see my mum, I usually have I'll pick it up and have a little strum with it. But you can never sell your first guitar. Never. Number 8, do you actually play in a band? I play in many bands. So, you know, one of the things I do as a working musician, I do, you know, the function and corporate stuff and whatnot. So, like last week I was playing in a band, I never met them before. Turned up, played with them. And then, who am I playing with tomorrow? That's a different bands tomorrow. One's on a boat and the other one's in Lincoln, which is about a 3-hour drive away. So yeah, so do that. But original stuff, I've now got my own project going under my name. And I got a guy called Thomas Roma Smith on drums. And Julio, I always forget his surname. Actually, I just updated my website. Check out my website. I'll put it on there. But Tom and Julio, Julio's on bass. Lovely guys. They're on the EP. They're playing on the EP, which will be coming out. And there'll be videos and that about some behind the scenes stuff with it soon. But lovely guys. So yeah, I'm hoping 2017 get out playing with them, and I need to get a new guitar player, because I did have a guitar player, but he's very busy. Lovely guy, but he's I think he's gonna be a bit too busy to get fully involved. So I'll be sorting out getting hold of another guitar player, because there's so many guitar parts in my songs, as you probably can imagine. Number 10. What is the song you don't like to play? It's a bit of a weird question, because if I don't like to play it, I just don't play it. So I don't know, anything by the band Madness, because no disrespect, I'm just not a fan. So there you go, if I've got to play Baggy Trousers, yeah, I cry. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not a Madness fan. So there you go, anything by Madness. The thing with changing Gibsons, you always got to make sure you're in the saddle properly, haven't you? Oh well. Number 11, how many guitars do you have? Well, I just sold a guitar. I sold my Music Man, so I've got 10 guitars. Technically 11, but one is a broken guitar which I bought when I went to a festival a few years ago, and it's completely buggered, it's broken. Like, I haven't played it since 2011, you can't play it, so I can't count that. So yeah, I have 10 guitars. Check out my guitar tour video, which I think I just mentioned. I don't know when you got a cold and you don't even know what day it is, never mind what you just said. But yeah, 10 guitars. Number 12, favourite genre to play. I'm a blues rock guy. I like playing blues rock. You know, that being said, I like playing country as well. You know, funky and R&B kind of stuff, that kind of chord lead stuff, that Hendrixy chord lead stuff at the same time. I love all that. So John Mayer stuff as well, you know. But yeah, predominantly blues. You know, blues, when I say rock, not like rock and roll, blues, rock and roll stuff. That's where I'm at, really. Question 13. What is your favourite song to play? Oh, blimey. Can I be biased and say one of my songs? I like playing a song of mine called Faded Away. I've got an acoustic version of that you can check out on my YouTube channel, which is also going to be on my upcoming EP. The song Devil's on My Side I always enjoy playing, which is a song of mine. And then someone else's song, I don't know. Oh man, I need to think about this. So let me start tuning and I'll have a think. As you know what, I already said it, but I really enjoy playing Lady Madonna, obviously with a guitar in tune, but I really enjoy playing that. So let's go with that. Question 14, would you give guitar classes / lessons? Yes, I would, and yes, I do. I've been teaching the guitar for 15 years. I've been teaching guitar, and I've taught in colleges before in the past as well. So if you're interested in a lesson, hit me up, email me, all links be below. Check out my website and there's video lessons on there as well, and I've got God knows how many lessons now on YouTube as well. So yeah. Question 15, what do you feel when you're playing the guitar? I feel great! No, what do I feel? Depends what I'm doing, you know. If I'm having a solo, I'm in that kind of moment, you know, I feel, it's just, I love it, you know. When I'm playing the guitar, I'm at my most comfortable as a person, you know. Like now, talking to you, talking to a camera, or talking to a person, you know, I've got a guitar on my person now, and I'm super comfortable. Without it, I fidget and stuff like that, you know. But here, you know, I'm not even playing it and I'm comfortable. So yeah, I'm at my most happiest, I think, when I'm playing the guitar. You know, I'm kind of, the yin sway thing. I don't know. But I'm just happy, comfortable, and my true self. And the final question, number 16, is tell people why they should play the guitar. Why should you play the guitar? I might sound hippie-ish here. I think the guitar in a way kind of chooses you, because a lot of people I know who have started over the years, you know, have started learning the guitar or something and they kind of gave up. Now, like I was saying before, my guitar lessons, you know, I think now if I was having guitar lessons and I was just learning, you know, memory and you know, I remember I don't know if it was in other countries, but there was a Hovis advert. It was da 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 da. I remember learning that and the Titanic theme tune, you know, reading the music, doing that. I didn't do any blues pentatonic stuff for like 2 years until I started, after 2 years of playing the guitar. So, but there was obviously something inside me to make me pursue the guitar, you know. So, but if you want to get that emotion out of you, you can do it on the guitar, which I don't think you can do on many other instruments. With the guitar you can truly, you know, like Stevie Ray Vaughan for example, you listen to him or watch him play and you can feel the emotions, you can feel everything, and that's what I love about the guitar. I can put so many emotions into a song, into a note, you know, if I'm soloing or even if I'm doing chordal stuff, you know, you can, you know, sometimes make people cry, you know what I mean, like, or certainly touch a nerve. So yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful instrument, I think, to play the guitar on. No, to make music on is playing the guitar. You know, I'm so grateful that I play the guitar, and you know, it's certainly an obsession. You know, I'm always thinking of it. I always have songs and musical ideas going in my head, and you know, wanting to get better at the guitar, and yeah. So you know, and also if you're a guy, women like guitar players. Right, so now I need to tag someone to answer these same questions. So I need to tag obviously a guitar player. I can't just tag anyone. So I'm going to tag another YouTube guitar player called Dave Simpson. Hello Dave, if you're watching, hopefully you are, because I'm going to message you on Facebook to get you doing this. So we spoke once before. If you don't know about Dave, check out, he's got a cool channel. Big John Frusciante, Jimi Hendrix fan. So I'm going to tag you, Dave, answer the questions, and I look forward to seeing yours. There we go, guys. So a random video from me. As I do excuse the slight bungness and also not quite with it state and the woolly hat state to hide my bed head. But yeah, hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you for all love, support. And I will see you on Wednesday, because every Wednesday and Friday, a new video from yours truly. Anyway, take care. Mike Brady signing out.